The best weapons in Tarkov typically have one big problem, their mag size. Today I'll be showing you how you can fire endgame ammo that's available on the traders at 700 RPM out of a 50 round drum magazine using the SA-58. Otherwise known as the FAL, this is a weapon that has been in and out of the meta for a very long time, being either totally overpowered or entirely unusable. With the advent of patch 14's new recoil system, ergonomics was re-emphasized due to a dramatic improvement in recoil across the board, which has benefited the SA-58 quite a lot. Unfortunately, due to high trader requirements, it has often been overlooked in favor of the 7.62 MDR instead, which requires less modding and, quite frankly, just works. But the MDR's largest downside is the 25 round magazines as an absolute maximum, which is where the SA-58 comes in, 50 round drums full to the brim with 7.62 NATO. The power of this in a gunfight cannot be overestimated, especially when you're playing as a solo. It effectively acts as a force multiplier and it gives you a lot more presence in battle than with 25 rounders, where you have to be a lot more careful about when you reload against multiple opponents. While the fairly cheap G-Phone barter for the 50 rounder is on Mechanic 4, you can buy it on the flea market, and also it comes as part of a few weapon barters as well on the traders, so it's not required to get to level 40 in order to use this weapon effectively. That said, the earliest that you probably can use this gun is level 30, because this is where the barter from Mechanic 3 opens up in exchange for 8 weapon parts. This is typically better earlier on in a wipe because, as with all barter items, these inflate in price as the wipe goes on, and especially this time around with Bitcoin being so expensive. This means that weapon parts now are often somewhere between 20 and 30,000 rubles, and you need 8 of them, costing somewhere between 160k and 240k as a base. The beauty of this build though is that it's pretty decent already. The RVG Black foregrip is fairly good, it comes with a drum magazine and the best pistol grip, along with one of the mid-tier stocks, but most importantly the best handguard that you can get for the short version of the FAL. The reason that this is so critical is that we are going to opt for the shortest version of the weapon on purpose, which is using the 11-inch barrel. The difference between the very shortest barrel and the very longest is only 6% on recoil, but the ergonomic swing between the two is 20, and we also get another sometimes overlooked advantage in weapon length. The shorty versions are so much easier to use when fighting in buildings or in close quarters in general, and that goes doubly for using the left-hand lean. If you hit any piece of the map with your gun in the left-hand stance, it will cancel it and revert back to the right. This is not only awkward, but the transition is pretty slow as well. For close range builds then, which is what I have intended this weapon to be used for, the short barrel is considerably better, again with the context that recoil is so much more controllable now than it used to be. With the mechanic barter being so decent straight away, the only real question is which muzzle brake to use. This is where, stylistically speaking, I have been leaning into the close rangeness of this build, in particular using the 3-part BMD device rather than a suppressor. Because we are using a 50 round drum, the ergonomics starts to get a little low if we make our gun quiet. If you are dead set on suppressing it, then I would advise using something like the Daniel's Defense Wave QD, because this only removes 18 ergonomics as a combination rather than well over 20 using something with better recoil. You may also want to do this instead if you just don't have Peacekeeper 4, because the BMD 3-part requires it and the other unsuppressed options in 7.62x51 are frankly pretty bad. If we want to optimize this gun entirely, the only two things that I would really change is the RVG Black for an SE5 grip and changing out the stock for an SA-58 FAL PRS2. This is very slightly worse on recoil, but gives us another 7 ergonomics, which is quite nice, and this offsets the negative that we will take from adding flashlights and optics, and these you can pick whichever you like. I'm settling at the moment with the WMX200 on the side because I either use this in its flashlight mode or I have it in the IR searchlight mode, where I retain the point fire bonus without giving my position away through using a laser or a light at all. Then on top, I tend to use the Voodoo because of the G-Phone X barter, which makes it quite cheap, but you could really use any of the Voodoo, the Razor, the Schmidt & Bender 128 or the Sig Tango 6T, the last two which are quite often overlooked. In terms of red dots, any of the EOTech hollows are always a fan favourite, but I have reverted back to using the Elcan HCO recently, which is a rather underused holographic due to its buggy nature when it entered into the game. Originally, it appeared that the sensitivity on the HCO was higher than on the other holographics, and there was also a tendency to undershoot the reticle as well, but with the FAL and the new recoil system, I actually can't see this being a problem anymore when I've tested it out in the range. There are two other ways to build the SA-58 into this configuration. Firstly, entirely from scratch, utilising the base on Mechanic 4, which also allows us to easily repair damaged ones as a useful side note. This costs about 35k for the base and 145k for the parts, with the mag being about 30k-ish if you use the G-Phone barter, not including any optics or tactical devices, and comes to 225k total for the base weapon. The other way is to pay just over $1,000 on Peacekeeper for a direct version of the gun, which requires another 108,000 rubles in parts to make the optimized version, which is 250k total. There is one other way as well, which is to grab a short version with the Extreme Duty dust cover directly from the flea market, as they do drop on Raiders and Rogues too, so this can be an option, but it's just not a sure thing. Overall then, we end up at something like this, with 56 ergonomics and 76 vertical recoil with the 50 round drum. Even without changing much on the mechanic build, that one is 48 ergo and 75 vertical recoil, which is also fine given that you're going loud. While we will be using the drum magazine as our primary mag, it's always worth taking a couple of 30s or 20s as backups, because the 50s take a very long time to repack in raid. In terms of ammunition itself, there are really only two bullets to focus on, which are M80 and M62. M80 is available on Peacekeeper 3 after completing Revision Lighthouse, and so is achievable at a relatively early level once you can complete that quest. M62 is available on Peacekeeper 4 directly, which makes life very straightforward, and both the high flesh and armor damage of M62 is what makes it an endgame bullet, despite the headline pen of 44 not necessarily looking that great. The SA58 has a faster fire rate than the MDR with 700 versus 650, so in close quarters combined with the increased magazine size, this makes it extremely formidable, but we do have to be very aware of our perception around the map if we go loud. I'm personally quite a fan of unsuppressed weapons. The ergonomic benefits and the size means that they just feel great to use, but you do attract a lot of attention, especially late in the wipe when players are looking for PvP. Keeping this in the back of our mind though, we could use this to our advantage and utilize it to draw players to us as long as we're smart about our positioning and our movement. You always have to be changing it where you are. Do not stay in the same place after firing your weapon even once or twice to a scav, because people will echolocate you like a horde of vampire bats. Staying broadly in the area though, and covering places that you have been, can uncover relatively easy kills from people who are trying to find you. This even works in fights as well sometimes, because it allows you to flank really hard and catch people out of position. So finally, we're going to look at a few clips of how the SA58 performed in action. So remember guys, so you're much quieter when you're crouch walking now than you are when you're walking. Somebody's there. Oh, it's just a Timmy. What's that walking? Oh. Interesting strategy. Right, the beauty about this is hopefully this person gives themselves away while we like slowly trail them. So let's see. Let's see what happens. One on Suka from this side. Sheesh. Run out of bullets. What I might do, I need to repack really. Let me just stay here for a sec, repack. I can, I believe, go this way. Put this on. Streets is very VRAM intensive, it is. You got him, did I? Oh, wait, because it was the guy there and the guy here. Maybe I did, actually. Okay, that's a scav. Alright, so that's the guy we killed first. Alright, well, that was a neat little fight then, in that case. There should be something that's more like... questy for it. Like, oh, you have to do these things, and then you can spawn them. A little bit like it would be, you know, in like a single-player game. Like, oh, you have to go here, and you have to get this token, and then you bring the token into the raid, and it's like, you know, the... Is that player, or is that... Probably a scav, right? I can't see anything there. Just scavs then, I guess. You shot even behind. Oh my god, the grenade! I think it's Sunny's boys. Okay. Did he die? I think so. How much more ammo have I got? You can't replace the 50-round drums. You just can't. Especially as a solo, and especially if you're not like goated gamer. The 50-rounders are just sick. Have you tried using the stockless short file? I have not. That certainly sounds like a meme to me. Oh. Oh! 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 I don't think I've killed Sanitar. That could be Sanitar himself. It looked like a aimbot. It looked like a rogue or something. You know, so it must be the AI, I think. Maybe. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see if I can get through. Void, go through this side. Loop round. That's kind of my thoughts here. Because like with Sani, like you don't want to be, especially once they've got a lock on you, you don't want to be fighting through just open areas. It's just not, and a long way away. Just not a good plan really. We'll get to the end. I love the mortar grenade that I saw at the beginning. It was all from like a mile away. That was hilarious. Saw it like a spin prick off in the distance. Just like, oh my god! That tree is not going to stop Sanitar from killing me. Okay.
Ах ты хер ебучий!
Yikes. Whoa. How many are there? Jesus. How many are there? Somebody shooting Sunny. I mean, I've made an ungodly amount of noise. I think I killed this guy. It's a messy fight. Holy crap. Yeah, one's still up, yeah. Just gonna pop in here for a sec. Let's get this leg fixed, because without that, we're going to start having real problems. I think the first guy had an M4. I think the guy that I killed had an M4. I wonder if the second guy just left, though. Or whether he's just, like, chilling up in here. I feel like he was up there. Could always clear the building, I suppose. I literally can't see 2 feet in front of my face now. Would exit. Maybe try to loot the kills. It's scary because scavs have like all kinds of weird equipment. No one in there. Maybe I will just try to loot it because why the hell not? What do you think the likelihood is of them, like, actually having MVGs or whatever? If I lay down here, it's, like, going to be very difficult to actually see me. Even if he does just try to, like... Level 18! Fought well. There we go. No! Damn it! We tried. I probably should have peeked the corner and like used the fences as more cover instead, to be honest. Good fight though with those guys. That was good. That was intense. That was fun. That's kind of what we were after, right? I'll need to change quite a few things. I need to have a like good think about it before I go ahead and do it, I think. Oh. Oh my god. I'm even playing Scav. I shouldn't really have reloaded. There's one of them. He's on the other side of this. There's one behind me, I think. Somehow. One in here. I think this is Big Pipe. Wait, where is he? I swear I heard him walk off. I don't... Remember you weren't here, Bird Eye? Made for voice lines? Yeah, good shout. Oh, who's this? This is a real player here. I guess that's how it was behind, because he was an actual player. I did hear steps this side, though. Let them shoot him while they're busy. Right. These guys are forcing this guy out, thank God. Okay, so where's Bird Eye going to be then? The eternal question. We'll throw something. What did I need from this guy? Oh, Bird Eye's rig and backpack. Oh, so it's not this one. Take the win and get the quest stuff out. It's only one, though. I need, like, 2 more things from Bird Eye. This is the issue. I've only got the one item, which is the one from Night. Insurance, fraud, and weather CPC. Probably the answer. So we think, what, he's probably in here somewhere? I want to move around to the stairwell or something so I can actually get up. He's over here. He's like here or something. Right, come on, you bitch. Oh wait, can I not take this one because of the size of the... Oh, that's actually really annoying. Is there any way of doing this? Not as far as I'm aware. That's not ideal. Did the player you killed have a bigger bag? I didn't kill a player, unfortunately. Yeah, see if one of the corpses has a bigger one. Probably the play. Let's go and check. Power on? I don't think so. This area is like... It's super popping down there. Okay, well let's head over and see if we can find something. He looked friendly-ish. He looked anything but friendly. He's scared, chat him up. He's just chatting around. Things must be done in the name of Tarkov. Sorry, my friend. Wait, if this bag doesn't help, can we use this one? Does this bag help? That's the same size. So what do I need to fit in here? I need to fit in. How big is that bag? That bag is like this size, but then I can't fit. Oh, that's really annoying. I was wearing the rig before, so I can wear the rig. I can wear the rig and I can wear the bag. 5x5 plus 3x3. Hunt for a pilgrim. I don't think I'm going to find one, do you? Eat? I don't have anything. Oh, there's a pilgrim right there. A gift from the heavens. I don't need his plates in there. Tim finally made after you move. Good. Yeah. Should be the reason. Okay. Now we need to leave through Trailer Park, Smuggler's Boat, RUAF roadblock. I guess we go RUAF. We've got everything though, no? You lot agree? We've got everything? Haven't left anything behind? Oh no, I left loads of loot, but I don't care. Cry Precision CPC Plate Carry Goons Edition in raid. So yeah, so this is fine. This is how it should be. What the heck? Like random scav or something? We're going round. I've never been so scared to go to RUAF roadblock in my entire life. Okie dokie. What a raid! What a raid! Hell yeah! What a raid. That was good. Good stuff. And with the pilgrim as well at the end, man, like, can you believe that? 30k XP, look at that. Love you balls, I just hide in the bush till 2 minutes. I feel like that's like, you're almost tempting fate doing that. I don't know. Lucky with the bag. Holy, we were lucky. So as usual, a big shout out to all my patrons, and as always, have fun in your raids.